Kilvass has betrayed us? I think abandon would be more accurate, but... Idiot. It's the same thing. Ah! Accursed subhumans. We should never have trusted them. No! No, you should not have. And that's why I said you're fucked now. Because your wall is gone. That was the only reason why I couldn't get to you. But guess what, sweetheart? He's gone. You know what that means? That means I get to fucking end you. My sword is lightning. Do you think you can follow its dance? I don't know. Do you think your lightning can hit my best fucking unit? The shame. Oh yes, only 6 damage. The shame indeed. Now, do you 3 clowns want to stay here or do you want to run? My patience has been tested. I'm not gonna bother. It's not like we'll see the guy. We won. Somehow. Yeah, somehow being the operative word. It's because you did an excellent job of driving off the ravens. Yeah, if we had continued to fight them, we would have suffered more casualties than this. Oh, you're not kidding. I've had to do this at least 5 damn times now. I must extend thanks to racing. And Yulki. My Lord Ike, I'm pleased to see you well. You haven't been injured, have you? No, just a major headache is all. Princess Alencia, I'm fine. I'm unarmed. Oh, that's good. Ike, may I have a word? And if you don't mind, Princess Alencia, would you join us as well? Please join me in that building. Uh-oh, what could it be? Let's go see. What happened now? This is... holy. Incredible, no? It's gold. All of it. Oh! Dayan must be filthy rich. There's so much, it doesn't even seem real. What do we do with it? It's the spoils of war. So naturally, it's ours. In that case, I'd like to borrow 50,000. Would that be alright? That's a lot of money. What are you planning on doing? It's a private matter. I apologize, Commander. You're not a child. There's no reason for me to pry. My Lord Ike, please use this gold for the mercenary company. Until now, I haven't had the resources to adequately pay them, so please. No, if I may borrow the 50,000, that will be more than... You won't borrow it. You'll accept it. And in good faith. The remainder will give to Soren for company maintenance. Would that be alright, Princess Alencia? Yes, of course. Oh, hello, Patrine. General Patrine? Whoops, I did not... I hit the X button. I wasn't supposed to hit the X button. Whoopsie! I already heard, you dunderhead. I hated those filthy crows right from the start. Even so, to be betrayed in such a fashion... Someone will pay for this. Yes, someone. Do you happen to mean the King of Kilvass himself? Because I don't think he quite cares. Ow. Well, you certainly had your way with us, didn't you, King Kilvass? I mean, I'm sorry. If I were king, general, whatever, and I heard how finicky bonds were with this guy, I would never, ever employ him. There's just... no. Why? He's badass, don't get me wrong, but he goes where the gold is, and even then, there is still an alliance that he feels with the Herons. But if you want to make an enemy of Dayan, then so be it. Once Gallia's fallen, we'll turn our attention to your puny nation and wipe it off the face of the world. Why are you still here? Do you find me amusing? Shall I make my lance dance for you? I mean, sure, go for it, lady. No, ma'am. No, never. Not at all. I beg your pardon. So sorry. I'll be going now. Dog's breath. I need something. A brilliant plan. If this continues much longer, the king will have my head. I'm honestly surprised he doesn't already. You wanted to see me? Ah, so that's what the gold is for. You'd make out with Patrine? I mean, don't get me wrong, she is hot. I'm not denying that, but she's a little crazy in the head. And frankly, I don't think I'd piss her off. She's like Rajan from Sly Cooper 2. You know, there are some people you can fuck with, and then there are some you just know from the first glance that if you fuck with them, you do so at your own peril. You've waited a long time. Take this. It's the gold you were promised. Finally scraped it together, eh? I'll gladly accept it. Aren't you going to count it? There's no need. I'll trust you. Alright, then I'll take what was promised. The report you wrote for my father. There isn't one. Are you fucking... What? There is no report. Never was. You lied to me? You exploded... Yeah, exploded. He exploded, guys! You exploited my need to know more about my father? Sounds like it. There is something I must tell you. However, it could not be written down. It's too great of a secret for that. Your father told me to wait until I thought you were mature enough to hear it, and then tell you myself. Mature? Then what was the 50,000 gold for? The gold. That was my idea. I thought it would be a good way to test how resourceful and responsible you were. Get started. I want to hear it all. I've spent a long time as Grail's hired shadow. A long time. I remained hidden from sight in case the day ever arrived that I needed to fulfill my contract. All that time for one job. What was it? If Grail were to ever go berserk, I was to stop him. I was to take his life. Oh my. What? Actually, there was one other thing. If Grail were ever slain by his pursuers, I was to watch over his son and tell him Grail's secret at an appropriate time. That was my job. Berserk? What are you talking about? Why would you have to kill my father? Because of Laurent's medallion. What medallion? What are you talking about? The medallion your sister carries. Huh? That old bronze thing? I thought it was just a keepsake of my mother's. Are you telling me it's something more? Grail told me it was an object of great peril, but nothing more. I did some investigating on my own, though. And what I discovered surprised me. Tell me. They really got their money out of this thing, didn't they? Laurent was one of the Heron clan, and an ancestor of our Prince Rayson, who carried with him a bronze medallion. Long, long ago, a band of heroes defeated an evil god and imprisoned it therein. An evil god? Do you think this is funny? You are joking, aren't you? Unfortunately, I'm not. And I've no idea how the cursed thing came to be in Grail's possession. That being said, I do know that the men who hunted your father were actually seeking the medallion. Why they wanted it and why they planned to do with it. And what, not why. Just thinking about it gives me chills. I'm finding all of this a little hard to believe. You said the medallion was an object of great peril, didn't you? Then why would my father allow Mist to carry it around? That doesn't even make sense. It's because she can carry it safely. Actually, she's the only one who can. If you want proof, think back. Have you ever once touched it? I touched the butt. No, I haven't. A long time ago, I remember reaching out for it while Mist had it in her hand. My father scolded me harshly. After that, I assumed it was my sister's alone, never mine, and I never reached for it again. Compared to other people, the balance within your sister is extremely strong. Your mother, it seems, was the same. That's why they could bear it safely. The medallion is like a strong poison. It takes the worst aspects of a person and magnifies them 1,000-fold. Grail touched it only once, and it drove him to complete madness. So that's what you meant when you said he went berserk? That's right. Bjork and Laguz are made of two forces, balance and chaos. In this, there's no difference between us. Well, I'm inclined to say that Bjork are chaos. It is the proportion of balance to chaos that determines how much the medallion affects a person. In that sense, it predicts how much harm that predicts how much harm that person might do. Your father was one of the preeminent swordmen of his, I think that's how you say it, of his generation. That day, after he touched the medallion, 20 soldiers had come for him. 20 highly trained killers. Your father barely broke a sweat cutting them down. Then he began attacking his neighbors, those who had taken him in, concealed his identity, and called him a friend. He slew them one by one until your mother rushed in, thinking only to save her husband from himself. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, I remember this. This was a fairly dark scene. It was over in an instant. Your mother grabbed the medallion from his hand and stepped away from him. They say she smiled as he pulled his sword from her breast and forgave him as her life's blood spilled into the street. My father killed my mother? No, that can't be. It was the medallion. Its power is too great for any man, even one of your father's caliber. Me? You? If either of us touches it, I'm certain that we both would have been consumed by madness. When your father regained his senses, he tracked me down. It seems he had heard rumors of me some time before. He said he had need of someone like me. Closed-mouthed, skilled, and, most importantly, willing to do any sort of work. Of course, after hearing what he wanted me to do, I turned him down. Grail was once a famed general. He was Sir Gawain, one of Dane's 4 riders, and I recognized him at once. There was no chance someone like me would ever be able to stop him. But you took the job anyway. Why did you change your mind? Grail had lost his wife, and his grief was overpowering. To keep anything like that from happening again, he crippled himself. He slashed the tendons in his sword hand so that he could not wield a sword again. Ow! Ow! And ow! My hands! Oh, that actually... Ow! Now my hand feels numb. Fantastic. I took the job only because he had become someone my skill could handle. And even then, he was still far stronger than most men. I don't know what to say. Ow! That's what I've got to say. That is Grail's secret, as I know it. I now entrust to you the responsibility of seeing that the medallion does not fall into the wrong hands. Your sister must keep it. As my father lay dying, he told me to forget everything and live in peace. What did he mean? He didn't want you to lose yourself and go hunting for revenge, I suppose. He was killed much, much sooner than he ever expected to be. So my father's dying wish for me was to protect the medallion? If I can do that, everything will be alright? I believe so. At the very least, that must take precedent over everything else. I understand. Now that you said that, something's about to go down, ain't it? Oh, one last thing. What is it? Do you want to hire me? In the event that you go berserk someday? Oh my god! What a roundabout way of saying, do you want me to kill you? If we make a deal now, you won't have to worry about it anymore. As for payment, I can take it out of the 50,000 you just gave me. What do you say? Son of a bitch. If I hire him, I'm essentially saying, sure, kill me. But if I don't, does he just disappear from the army? I mean, I'm going to assume there are more maps with need for a thief. And so I haven't touched him. He couldn't handle the heat. He would be dead within one turn. At least with Volke there, he could take a hit. I'm gonna hire him for the simple sake of I still need a thief. And since I've played Radiant Dawn, we already know that, you know, he's not gonna die. At least not for a while. Please. That's a wise decision. And in that case, I no longer need to conceal my true identity. Huh? Solid Snake? Is he? Is this motherfucker's just... He's actually upgrading himself. What a man. See, guys? All this time. You want to know what the big difference is? The mask over my face. Which, you know... No offense. You probably would have done a better job if you did it reversed. Meaning you showed the face. I'm not really a thief. I'm an assassin. From now on, I'll take on any job you've got, no matter how dirty. Oh my. I've just hired an assassin to kill me because the thing my sister is carrying is considered lethal. Fantastic. Father, mother, oh why? That is a very good question. How the fuck did your mother get in possession of that shit? And with that, we have finally climbed the hill that was that map. The Kingdom of Dain lies on the northernmost edge of Tellius. Its coastline is bathed in the icy currents of the northern sea, and frigid winds howl inland with terrible ferocity. As a result, Dain winters are raw and brutal. Ice and snow scur the land, leaving frozen scars in their wake. Through these blizzards, General Ike and the Crimerian army press ever forward. Benion's Imperial Senate may have lent Crimea troops, but even they doubt that the army can successfully fight off Dain. Then why the fuck did y'all come? Yet somehow, Ike and company defy all odds and capture victory after victory. Embracing both Princess I keep wanting to say Leanne, and it's not Leanne. Princess Elincia's dream of a liberated Crimea and the tragic history of his parents, Ike marches on in grim silence. Well, he just found out his father killed his mother. I can't imagine that's something that's just gonna quietly leave your mind and not haunt you. This can only mean one thing. The enemy knows exactly how we're going to move. With your permission, I'll begin an investigation to see if there's anyone suspicious among the troops. Ike? Ike? Are you alright? Huh? Oh, yes. Sorry, what is it? Nothing. I was just giving you the standard update. Shall I put it off till later? No, sorry, but can you start over from the beginning? I'll pay attention this time. Understood. Good morning, you two. What's wrong, Ike? You look so sleepy. I've had a lot on my mind. I meant to sleep last night, but I was up thinking. Before I knew it, it was morning. Damn, don't you hate shit like that? I've never actually done that, to be honest. Really? I never thought I'd hear that. Ike didn't sleep because he was thinking. I wonder if Soren will start being polite. Ouch. Listen, Titania, can I just... Brother? Ike? Oh, God. Yep. I knew it. What's wrong, Mist? What am I gonna do, Ike? My medallion's gone. What? It's gone? No. What am I going to do? It was my only memento of Mother. Did you drop it? Or put it somewhere and forget? Something like that? No. I always carry it with me. I would never lose it. I had it before I went to bed last night. It vanished while I was sleeping. Huh. Don't cry. It's not your fault. But... I said don't cry. I'll find it, alright? Jesus, Ike. Alright. Sorry. Yep. Ike is now in full panic mode. Are you serious? You are to begin immediately. Yet, that's... General Bertrine, if we do this thing, Dane will suffer. It's for the good of the country. Besides, it's only one territory. Stop mewling like an old woman. I hear you, and yet... If the goal is merely to stop the Crimerian army, this is not necessary. The strength of my troops will suffice to... The last idiot who told me that ended up on a corpse pile. Now listen to me, and listen well. No matter how passionate you are when you tell me you'll defeat Crimea, I'll never pin my hopes on a bunch of foreigners. All you have to do is stop their forward progress. That's all. My plan will accomplish this. General Bertrine, do you really think of us so little? Oh, jeez. That is one way of saying you fucking suck, dude. It's true that we were born in Benyon and not Dan, but my men and I have been loyal to this country for 18 years. We have spared no effort to learn all the proper manners and customs of this land. But now, after all of that, to be dismissed as a bunch of foreigners? No one asked you how long you've lived here. Want to know why? Because no one cares. Certainly not me. Where were you born? Huh? Where were you raised? Ha! This country doesn't need squatters like you. The only people Dayan can count on in times of crisis are Dayan themselves. Everyone else is just gutter leavings. Jesus. So we're useless. Is that what you're saying? You tell me, Margaret. Why is it that your unit, which was trained to be an elite royal guard, is here patrolling this hick-infested backwater? The answer's clear to me. How about you? Oh, I'm sorry. Am I offending you? Well, here's your chance to show us your worth. Halt Crimeria's advance. If you are as skilled as you claim, you should be able to limit the damage to its bare minimum, should you not? Angry is a good look for you. I look forward to seeing the results of your work. Get going, Outlander. General... Shirharum? Shirharum? Must we really go through with this? It's such a horrific act. It's only recently that the citizens hereabouts have even come to trust us. We have no choice but to obey. It's as the woman says, The only thing we can do to ensure the Chimerian army is to defeat it as soon as possible. General, open the floodgates. Do it now. Damn. Lost. Well, well, well. Hello, Khalil. I'm going to assume you're joining, correct? Sure, why not? I love how she's like, yeah, I don't fucking think so. Yes, I was about to say, I remember that the herons have the ability to read the heart and or the mind. Poor Raisin. Oh, wait, hold up. Don't you do that to me just yet. How many chapters are to this game? I don't remember. Am I even close to the end of this game? My Lord Ike, were you able to find the medallion? No, it's gone. I fear that Dane may have somehow stolen it. What? Is such a thing possible? It is if there's spies involved. I don't know to what degree, but there can be no questioning Dane's involvement. Is the medallion special? Yes. Oh, yes. I beg your pardon. What is it? My question may have touched a sensitive area. Oh, no. It's not that I don't want to discuss it with you personally. I just can't really talk about it to anyone. It's a private matter. Ah, I see. Ike? What is it, Yulki? I hear the sound of rushing water just ahead. A lot of it. Rushing water? According to the map, there's a large river up ahead. That must be what you hear. This is unnatural. Warped. It is not the sound of a normal river. General Ike! Sir, we've got trouble. The road ahead is blocked by water. What? How can that be? Perhaps the local river is flooded? The whole region is soaking wet. Is the road completely impassable? No, sir. We can move forward, but the water's turned the ground to mud. And the water is still flowing at a tremendous rate, sir. This is going to cut back our speed dramatically. This is the work of Dayan. They thought to impede our progress in order to gain some time for themselves. And they've succeeded. Blast. Is there nothing we can do? Well, if they were able to flood the road only when we approached, there must be floodgates in the area. So if we can close them, we'll shut off the flow of water, right? That makes sense. Let's get some scouts looking for gates. What's that? Hey, if you're looking for something, leave it to me. I am the Hawk King's eyes, after all. What do you mean? These peepers of mine can see for miles and miles. They're quite handy. It would be a shame not to use them. Is that some bamboo's power? You're a hawk. With the eyes of a hawk? Very clever. It beats your fantastic wit. My eyesight isn't a radical ability. It's just my own natural talent. Heck, my pal Yuki has ears that can hear grass growing on the other side of the country. I see. Well then, the job's yours. Do you think you can find the floodgates? Yeah, just look for some openings with a lot of water pouring out, right? Yeah, I can handle that. The Crimean army is here. All troops, combat formations. Hit them fast and hard. We can't let this battle drag out. I would presume not, since I'm assuming this is somehow pissing off the villagers. So those are the floodgates. If we can get them closed, the water will recede in about 12 hours or so. Alright, let's get going. Against my better judgment, I will bring Jill. I think everything else we want is here, so... I don't think it's quite a good idea for you. Of course, the controls are doing it again, so I can't do anything about it. Never mind, then. Are you alright? You look rather pale. General Ike, to be honest, I know. The enemy general is your father, isn't he? How do you know? I overheard you talking to it with that man with the eye patch. I see. If you're having second thoughts, it's not too late. Do you want me to switch you out with someone else? No, I'll be fine. At least I think I will. You don't have to be in the vanguard. Just keep that in mind. Thank you. Jill, please don't turn on me. Please. He's not actually gonna come flying out to her, is he? Alright. What are we looking at? Lance. You're not a threat. And there's the bow. The bow user is the most worrisome. If I can take care of him, that would be great. But, oh shit, I got people down here too. Okay, well this could be a problem. I am not making mist. Run out to hit these guys. Because unless she kills them and there's nobody else in the area, I just don't know if she'd be able to handle it. Turns arrive. So I'm on a time limit. Damn. But you are the big worry here. Is there... yeah, you're still there. Jesus. 18. It's just as good. Alright, you should be able to be... That guy's not a threat, so if you can reach him, can you kill him? You could. I never thought I'd see the day where I make Mist fight. General, how long are the floodgates to remain open? Until the Crimerian army has been defeated. Sir, if we wait that long, all of the neighboring farmland will be drowned. The locals are already quite upset. They may not abide this much further. General! Enough, soldier. If you've got the time to be belly aching, take your butt out to the battlefield and kill some Crimerian soldiers. Captain Har, do you support this action? This is inhumane. Lives will be ruined. Dane citizens will die. Even if we claim that it's necessary in order to achieve victory, this is too much. This is Dane's way. Are you ready to disobey the king and be put to the death for your troubles? I would rather die than kill innocent civilians. If you're executed as a traitor to the throne, your parents and siblings will also pay. Are you still prepared? Now do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? Go. Fight bravely. Yes, sir. To gain the trust of the king, we've become cruel and heartless. First hunting and executing the Lagoos, and now flooding the lands these people call home. General Sihirium? If someone hears you use the word Lagoos in this country, you'll be branded as a traitor. You're right as always. To live in this land where Lagoos... Oh, fuck. Petajuice? I can never say this word. It's so virulent. We've had to seal away everything we know and teach our children to hate all subhumans. All that just to survive here. It's Ashnard's fault this country has become what it is today. What a terrible miscalculation we've made. Even so, I hated the idea of furthering the corruption of the Imperial Senate. I will continue to support your reasons for leaving Benyon. I wonder if Jill has distanced herself from the Crimerian forces. I did give her a warning. Above all else, I would like to avoid meeting my daughter in combat. I pray that she does not take to the field this day. Knowing her temperament, talking with you will only increase both of your sorrows. I have but one favor to ask of you. Say it and it will be done. Do not fight today. What? Only one side can win a battle. If we are defeated in the end, I want you to care for the survivors and their families. Yes, sir. Oh man, for once, he's not a bad general. He's not a bad general. He actually is trying to find an even ground, but he knows it doesn't exist. Yet, he'll still go out of his way for what he can with the soldiers that are in his command. Now that is a general. Commander, it's been a long year since you've called me that. May the fortunes of war be with you. Through all that's happened, it's been an honor to serve with you. Unfortunately, Jill is on the battlefield. She's not gonna fight you, though. I'm not that messed up in the head. There goes the javelin. Wow. impressive. Now, I know I'm shooting the guns because I know I've said this before, but I'm gonna say it here for now. Depending on what happens for Radiant Dawn, I would like to keep that run as pure as I possibly can, meaning no save states. I cannot promise battle saves, however, because that's essentially what I'm trying to do. I've been doing here. And I would like to use the save states because... not save states, the battle saves, because sometimes random chance can hit you and fuck your day up. And sometimes it quite honestly doesn't feel fair. So, while I know the discussion for keeping save stating out of the game, out of the game for this one is kind of out the window now, I do not by any means want to do that for the other game. I'm not sure how things will go, but I'm gonna try to keep Radiant Dawn as pure as I possibly can. I'm not gonna, like, go out of my way to, like, save scum a character up to a certain stat. Now, that wouldn't be a bad idea for Micaiah, but it's exactly as I said, it's Micaiah. I don't necessarily think that's a good idea. I could be in trouble. Do I want to take the chance? Yeah. You're a night killer. Do I want to take the chance and have Misty take care of you? And hope she can... Actually, here's a better question. What is your damage input? 13. So she could, realistically, take a hit. Now, I'm gonna keep you there. How far can you guys go? You can get to him. So, I'm gonna go do this on good faith that you guys will help. Maybe I should keep one of you here just because that's a lot more help than I expected. Who needs it more? Jill needs it more. So after that, I'm gonna move here. I don't know if your father will come out to you. But I'm going to try and negate that as much as I possibly can. I don't think he will. But I also do not want to take a chance on that. also, for those who have also never done video editing, I can tell you it's a hell of an experience watching these things back and being like, you know, the moves I see become so much clearer. Like, oh, I could have just done that. Okay, maybe I did a dum-dum by bringing you guys. Oh well. Uh-oh. Oh, thank God. Can I have another, like, Sonic sword, or whatever the hell this sword is? Because she is a fucking beast with this thing. Beginning to think maybe I should have saved what I've got. Let's see how this goes. You dealt with. You missed. Shine, huh? Is there by chance? I can. Okay, that's what I wanted to know. So I'll just do this then. You filthy Crimerian. Get out. Get out now. There's nothing in this shack that would make you happy. Oh, so you won't leave till you get something. Is that it? Here, take this old staff. Now hit the road. You've no need to steal anything else from us. Or will you take my life as well? Damn, old man. In that last skirmish, my boy, my only son, you stole his life. Curse you! I hope you're satisfied. Thank you, old man. I feel so great about myself now. Alright. Let's start heading over here. What is... okay, I already got the range. Well, for those... okay, I do have those guys too. And I'll start... well, should I... I'll leave you down here in case somebody gets ballsy and decides to come back down. Or you guys can just be morons and do that. I think by doing this, the game is trying to tell me. So, you said they're useless, huh? Allow me to prove you wrong. guys got that far of a reach. Jesus. Hold on, youngster. Who do you think you are? You can't just come barging into people's homes. Let me tell you something. You can ransack my home all you want, but you'll find nothing of value here. All our young men have been dragged off to war, and all that's left are women and children. If it's gold you're after, take that scroll on the floor there. You may be able to sell it. It's just something I picked up, so I don't know if it has any value. But take it anyway, you dirty thief. Damn. This game is really showing you how much of a dick they think you all are. But I mean, it's nice to see them give that side. Because in most stances I've noticed when you come into these guys' houses, they're like, oh, thank you, savior. I'm gonna direct you guys back here so you don't steal my EXP. I might be ballsy for doing this, but I'm doing it anyway! It's a good thing I did that, because you guys are going to be a problem. I need to remember to keep you back. Okay, game, I get it. So I fucked up on Marcia. I'm just gonna leave. Okay, I thought you would hit her much harder than that. a good level up. With this, we will kill him. Oh, we won't kill him. No, not shove. Oh, that's right. She doesn't have a javelin. You could theoretically kill him. But I could also do this. Get rid of this a little bit because I've been relying so much on the Thunder Tome. And it's good to see her finally get some kills. Start heading up. You buckos are gonna come down, right? I'm actually surprised you hit her. I thought for sure you weren't going to. And this guy thinks he can take on Ike. That's cute. You guys know that Ike is basically unkillable, right? Oh no. What the hell? There we go. Not sure why my controller just did that. Okay, why is my controller freezing? My controller's like freezing all of a sudden. And I did not know that that was... Okay, that was weird. Okay, there we go. It's working now. The fuck was that about? I guess I should... Oh, jeez. Okay. I mean, I guess that's one way of taking care of the enemy. Provoke. Okay, yeah, you could take the hit if they hit you. Right. I might as well give you something. I can't have you lagging behind. You've been very good so far. So I guess Tanith is an example of what a good Falco Knight looks like if you put the effort in. Wow, he hasn't gone for racing? Interesting. Racing, I think I'm gonna have you come over here, just to be safe. And I can't see you doing too much to Mist. Watch that be my downfall. Wait, you do need to be healed, though. Shit. Okay, that should at least give you the ability to take one more hit. Or you could just dodge it, that works too. Maybe I should just send Jill over there. Stop him from harassing the Pegasus Knights. Is it just me, or is that attack, that skill just proccing more now? How far is your extent? Oh, nothing too serious. Alright, Jill, why don't you go help them? Okay, Astrid. You know, I'm not expecting these crits, but I'll take them. Now she is good to go. He's fine. He can take a hit. She's fine. I can't see you leaving your spot. Now, I don't remember if that is an extend weapon. I'm going to assume it's not. I mean, even if it does, not like you can do much damage. Well, I mean, not much damage. You still have a gap between you and me. And I don't think you want to be leaving that spot. Okay, maybe I should send Oscar back. Oscar, it's time to go back to Mist. And I'll just do this. Every little bit of EXP helps. Especially for what I know what's coming. Alright. This should be the last turn. Because I don't think Jill's going to make it to them. And even if she does, it doesn't really matter. I keep forgetting. Not bad. Neither of us desires a drawn-out battle. Come, hold nothing back. Okay. Oh! I could not have timed that any better with the okay. Jesus, Kieran! You know, you could have saved some for Ike. Har, the rest is up to you. Oh, jeez. You know... God damn, buddy. I wasn't expecting you to crit. And both turns, no less. General Ike, sir, the floodgates have been closed. Soren, what's the damage to the surrounding area? It's terrible. All the fields and homes have been completely destroyed. I see. I don't think this is what the enemy general wanted either. So why did this have to happen? It's heartless. What will happen to those who've lost their homes? Can we do anything to help them? You want to aid the people of our enemy? This is time and energy we cannot afford. Soren, take a portion of our supplies and distribute it among the locals. What? Are you serious? No. I'm frolicking through the fields, fool. Our opponent is the Dayan army. We've no quarrel with these people. Ike, I know you feel for these people, but this is war. We don't have... I don't know what it will accomplish, Soren. But moving on without lifting a finger is something I cannot do. I understand. I'd rather regret something I had done than regret taking no action at all. I would like to help too. Perhaps I can aid the injured. Idiocy. I mean, I see where you're going, Soren. I do. Trust me, I do. But at the same time, it is rather heartless to ignore them. Oh, Father. Jill, no matter the reasons, I'm the one who took your father from you. I can't use this war as an excuse. No, actually, you did not. Kieran did. If you want revenge on me for your father, I understand. You have that right. Once you've had some time to think things through, let me know what you will do. I'd like to have you stay with us, but it's really up to you. That's all I had to say. Man, I just feel really bad for Jill. 1, 2, 3, 5 in all. We're lucky to have that many. Captain Har, what are we supposed to do now? General Shiraham is dead and our homes are gone. What are we to do with our families? What do you want to do? We've lost any right we had to stay here, so that leaves Benyon or Crimea. General Shiraham was slain by Crimea. Joining with them now is it's not possible. Then all you can do is return to Benyon. I doubt you'll get a hero's welcome, but I have an old friend in the Pegasus Knights. Shall I contact her? Oh God, 18 long years. What does any of it mean now? Don't say that. No matter what, I am proud to have served under General Shahiram. You're right. It was an honor. Man, this is the one map, one area of the cutscenes I genuinely do feel bad with killing off the enemies. Because they didn't want to do this. They were forced to do it. Well, that's that. We gained some time by flooding the river, but it won't hold them for long. I knew that foreign cur was useless. It looks like the decisive battle will be fought near the capital. Preparations are complete, General Pertrain. In order to ease command for you, Sir Brian will serve as your deputy. Yeah, jeopardy. Yeah, fuck that. I'm done. I'm already losing it. Regarding strategy, it would be easiest if you spoke with him directly. Sorry to tell you this, Senna, but I'm not the one who will be directing our forces in the capital. Will it be the Black Knight, then? The plans must be adjusted slightly. I'll have to select someone else to act as deputy. No, not him either. His Majesty wishes for you to direct the defenses, Enna. Me? I'm to take command of the army? That's right. You're moving up in the world, General Enna. Oh boy. It's too much for me. I must confirm this with the king. Ah, what a rare sight this is. I've never seen you so flustered. Listen, if you wish to meet with His Majesty, you must fulfill your duties. He's ordered that there be no communications until that time. I'm a bit late. Well, if it isn't the big black night. It's been such a long time. You're always so very busy, aren't you? Here one day, there's the next. Your secret maneuvers are. They are proof of the trust His Majesty has placed in me. Anna, go to the east gate. You have a visitor. Very well. Is it the worm? Did he bring it with him? It appears so. He insists that he gives it directly to He gives it to Anna. As long as it's ours, it makes no difference. When Anna returns, you will be the one to take it directly to the king. Show care that it is not unwrapped on the way there. That could be unfortunate. I don't need to be told that. More importantly, what will you do now? Me? I will go into darkness! Anna, have you been well? Where is Laurent's medallion? Right here. Take it, please. It feels so heavy, and it's not all the wrapping either. Could this be the chaotic energy of an evil god? So, you can now return to the King Ashnard's side, can you not? No, not yet. What do you mean? I've been entrusted with the defense of the capital. I must face the Crimerian army. No. Thank you. You've done so much for me. But now it's enough. Please, reclaim your freedom. There's no need for you to follow Dane's orders any longer. And you? Do you mean to die? No, I cannot retreat. Even if I have to slaughter the entire Crimerian army, I will return to him. Yet he thinks nothing of you. That matters not. The only place I belong is at his side. I will most likely never see you again. I will pray for your eternal happiness. Anna, wait! Forget about me. That is my final request. Farewell, Nasir. Anna. Dun dun dun! Can't say I'm surprised. During the battle for Tellarega, Ike and the rest of his company came to a bleak realization. Wherever the Crimerian army marches, the land becomes a battlefield. The danger is, I did not see that. Warfare and floodwaters claim homes, crops, and hope. Villagers seek in shelter and safety are stumble blindly through the snow. Oh, that sucks. To them, there is no doubt that the Crimerians are an invasion force. However, the Crimerians have their own homeland to save. Focused as they are on that overriding goal, they cannot stop even to help the innocent victims of war. The only way they can help the people of Dane is to keep marching. The faster they reach Dane's capital of Navessa and put an end to the war, the better for everyone. Though I suspect it's not going to be quite as easy as you think. What? Are you telling me that His Majesty has not yet returned? Yes, sir. We've sent many messengers, but we've not yet received any sort of official response. The Crimean army is on our doorstep. What is His Highness thinking? If we want to protect the capital, we need a leader equal to one of the four riders, just in case. I'm sure the king has considered this. Lady Anna, I don't understand how you're able to remain so calm. Dane soldiers are the most elite of warriors on the continent. In addition, our numbers are far superior to the Crimerians. and yet they march on to Nevessa. This is the Dane capital. If there's any danger of it failing or falling into the enemy hands, we can let nothing stop us from protecting it. No offense, Lady Anna, but as general, I do not feel you're ready for such a vital command. I think you're exactly right. Then, when this command was given to you, why did you not firmly refuse? Do you really think that wise, General? Would you refuse a direct order from the king? Let me tell you something I've discovered. If we are unable to hold the capital, I do not believe the king will be all that upset. Ashnard does not hold a strong attachment to the country of Dayan. What are you talking about? Do you understand exactly what it is you're saying? Yes. Ridiculous. There isn't a monarch in the world that would not be moved by the loss of his own country. Wanna bet? Such a preposterous notion is beyond comprehension. General? Kasatai? Fucking hell. What? Fire Emblem and their weird names. Do not avert your eyes from reality. Reality? Huh. What reality is that? All I see is your guesswork. Then tell me, why did the king suddenly order the invasion of Crimea? As sanctions for that nation choosing to ally itself with those evil and treacherous subhumans. On the surface, that would seem to be so. But doesn't the action strike you as odd? To supply sanctions properly, it would be necessary to speak with Benyon first. Benyon is the suzerain state, and Crimea answers to her. We needed Benyon's leave to make a formal declaration of war. Dayan's disregard for that process made us a pariah in the eyes of our neighbors, and opened us to an attack from all sides. And yet, not only did the king not do this, but he chose to invade without warning. It was the worst possible strategy. Furthermore, once the king conquered Crimea through strength of arms, he seized the castle and set up residence. And now he uses it as a stepping stone for an invasion of Gallia. Which means the king's goal was never to apply sanctions or even to defeat Crimea. If Ashnard moves against Gallia, it's easy to envision Phoenicus, Kilvas, and Goldoa joining the conflict. And if that happens, Benyon would be forced to ally itself with Dayan rather than side with the subhumans. Look where that leads us. A continent embroiled in war. Is that not what the true desire of the king? If you consider it that way, your words do begin to make sense. Jesus fucking Christ, you guys talk too much. Yet to accomplish that, the citizens of Crimea would have to be sacrificed. That would be an act of madness. Let's return to the topic at hand. The king has gained himself a new castle, and I believe he considers whatever land he occupies to be his kingdom. Dayan and its people are already behind him. He need not look back. If the king wished to rule the world, he would want as much military strength as possible. To forsake even a portion of the strength he currently possesses willingly, why, it would be sheer folly. That doesn't matter. What's important is that we recognize the chance in which Dayan has been given. We must stop the Crimeans here. If we do not show the king our value, we are doomed to make no statement about it. Jesus Christ, talk. We got this already. The king's an asshole. This is complete lunacy. Thank you. We will receive no reinforcements. We must hold nothing back. It is our only chance of survival. Why is this? Be strong. The king has provided us and the capital with one final measure. We will use it to weather the storm. However, to use it, I need you, General whatever. Your cooperation is imperative. If you want to win, you must trust me. Understood. In this time, let us cling to any hope we can find. Lady, no. General Enna, I place my trust in you. So this is the Dane capital, eh? If we can just defeat King Ashnard, this war will be over. Ike, here you are. What is it, Nasir? Are you sure that you have enough soldiers to lay siege to the capital? Your opponent is called Mad King Ashnard, after all. Who knows what sort of trap he has in store for you? He may indeed have something planned. Surely they've received reports of our advancement, yet it's so quiet. It looks like every able-bodied man has been conscripted into the army, while women and children have evacuated the area. My god, these guys just do not shut up. Too much reading for a single person, I can tell you that. We're not invaders. We wouldn't lay a hand on the citizenry. There's no way for them to know that. They do know their army did to the people of Crimea, however. If they fear they will be punished for that, I'm sure they decided to err on the side of caution. What? What happened to the Crimean people? Surely only the soldiers were imprisoned or killed. You truly have no idea how to rule a nation. Do you know what happens to a country that loses a war? Everything is destroyed. Homes, lands, crops, everything. And the citizens, they're not even treated as humans. Crimeans, especially those near the capital where Dane's presence is strongest, are treated worse than Lagos. Why would they? That's horrible. The people understand this, which is why they pay for protection in the form of taxes. For the royals and nobles who are in charge with protecting the people, there is no greater sin than to be defeated in war. It is the ultimate betrayal of the people's trust. By the goddess, I am a fool. Soren, enough. Well, he's got a point! That's what happens in war. If she can't handle the truth, then maybe, don't bother? I mean, I don't know what to say. If you can't handle it, sorry, that's just war. It's not pretty. It's not meant to look pretty. It's meant to destroy as many lives as possible because people are just that fucking rude. You think the people who kill other people care if they have a family or not? I doubt it. Princess, be that as it may, the majority of people want to see the royal family restored to power. They don't even know you fucking exist. They believe that you will help them reclaim their old lives and restore peace. Now it's time for us to throw down Ashnard and drive his army from Crimean soil. You're the only one who can do that. Do you understand? Yes, I do. I will save the people of Crimea. This I swear. As I said before, I won't be turned away. If there are traps, we just fight our way through. This war ends here. Yes, I'm with you all the way. I hope it all goes as planned. I will do my best to make it so.